Hello everyone, Firefox ABA here. Today we have something a bit different. A coaching session that I had a few days ago with a D4 jungler in order to help him reach his desired rank. I think this session was very informative and you guys should most definitely study it and listen to everything I say. You will find all my links and be able to reach me and book a coaching session with me via my Discord channel. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Have a good one.
Of course, with your permission, we're gonna stay on live stream. I just want to make sure, that I can have you say that. We're gonna stay on live stream. I'm gonna record, and maybe later I even upload this session to YouTube. I just want to make sure that it's okay with you.
Yes, of course. Let me just quit the stream so I don't hear myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure thing. So, 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So, the first thing we're gonna talk about. Is we're gonna talk about your current elo. What's your current elo?
It's Emerald 2, I think.
Emerald 2.
Yeah,
Emerald 2 currently. Peaked Diamond 3. What was it? Diamond 3.
4.
Okay. And you are playing jungle, right? And let's say your goal is to reach masters, let's say.
Okay.
Okay, let's I really want us to have like a proper goal, like to make sure we have everything, written down, what we want to achieve.
Yeah, the goal is here master, grandmaster, maybe challenger. I think it's way too far from me. I don't have the time and effort to put into getting to challenger. I think it needs a lot of time. So I'm kind of doing it like as a fun gaming, but it would be nice to get to masters or grandmaster.
Okay, sure thing. But let's start with masters, of course, because to reach grandmasters you need masters. So let's start with that. So yeah, that's the goal. The champs you play, right? You play jungle. We already, I think we've talked about it, that you should stick to one role and not play the carry and jungle. So let's decide to stay on jungle. And let's say if you had to give me your 3 best champions on jungle, who would they be?
Echo, Jarvan, and Zach, maybe.
Zach. Okay, so that's really good. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Do you have a game replay that we should I want to have it ready. If there's a game replay that we should already load up.
I don't have any game in mind. Like yesterday after we talked, I played one game. I played with Echo. It was pretty easy game, but I think I was the one who decided the match.
Yeah, I see.
Early on,
21 assists. That's crazy. Okay, let's see.
Mistakes. I did some mistakes, I know, but I don't know if you should find a game that was I lost it, but I could have won it. So we analyze it that way, or just one game. I don't know which one is better.
Let's see if I find something interesting. I'm looking over at your match history. Yeah, okay, over here. This is a very tough game to play, actually. Let's see. This is a solid option. What about this one?
Sorry, I should join the stream, right, to see it. 1 second.
I was talking about the 112 Jarvan. That's a solid option.
My worst game.
Nah, it's okay. Yeah, so okay. So that's a solid option that we can do, and we're gonna talk about a lot of things that in league in general, and we're gonna talk a bit about your champs and everything. So
okay.
I don't know. Let's start with that game. That game honestly seemed pretty winnable. So I don't know, score wise. So let's download it and see what we're working with. If it's not good, we'll just go to a different one. So let's go over a few basic tips, right? I strongly advise you to download the Professor or any other application that shows you minimap timers, right, on the camps I think it really helps out a lot when you're jungling. If you're not if you're not fluent in timers and you're not fluent in the way the camps they spawn. So in my opinion, it's just a lot better to like run an application in the background that really helps you out. But in general, it's very important to remember that ordinary camps, raptors, krugs, wolves, and wait, should I'll stream. I screen share for you on Discord. That way you can just be with me and not on stream. Are you in the Discord stream?
I am watching the stream on
Okay.
Twitch, and I
Okay. So you can either use Discord or use because I show on Discord as well. So like always remember, right, that Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, and Gromp, they take 2.15, like 2 minutes and 15 minutes to spawn. But if you have like a hard time like remembering and like working with that mid game, so just use Professor. Usually what I do, and I usually do it when I'm off stream and I'm not using a Professor, I just type in chat, like I literally type in chat as I'm clearing the camp, especially if it's enemy camp. It's very important. But yeah, that's very good to remember. And of course, Scuttler spawns in 3:30. So let's.
do you have any other alternatives for Professor? Because I have a MacBook and I can't download it. It's only for Windows.
I don't really know by heart. After our session, I will check and I will tell you. I think Blitz is also a good application.
Okay. Perfect.
Blitz.
Thank
So okay, let's start the game. Let's see. So you're playing Jarvan. First thing I'll tell you. Okay, let's talk about jungle items, right? Like the colors, right? So the blue one gives you movement speed in bushes. The green one makes you beefier and tankier when you're killing a monster. It gives you a shield. And the last one, the red one, gives you damage. Honestly, if you play Jarvan, if you play G4, most of the times I would look for a green jungle item, simply because you're the team's engager. Like it's very important. The shield can really be like a clutch, especially because your only engager is Galio support, and we don't really know how well will he play. Plus, he's not even playing Aftershock; he's playing Phase Rush, so it really is all up to you. So that's something that I would change. And let's see how you play. Let's zoom out a bit. I really want us to go through it. Okay, so you're standing over here. That's nice. That's nice. Of course. Your action is kind of trolling. I don't know why he's standing over there, but it's okay.
I think he's my premade, by the way. He was my premade action.
Action is your friend. Okay. He shouldn't stand here. Like it makes no sense for him to stand here. Like he literally gives no vision. If they come, like all can you see my mouse, by the way? You can see my mouse.
Yeah.
So if they just walk up like that, they just show up in here. He has zero impact. He can't do anything, and you're really like they can close in on you. If the mid laner sees that and capitalizes, he just walks up from here, and you're forced to flash. Like, so standing over here absolutely gives nothing. You either stand over here, or you stand, I don't know, like you just stand over there maybe, and ward over here. It's very dependent. But let's see what you do. Okay. So the game actually starts. I don't know what's your game plan here. But I'm not gonna like ask you. I'm just gonna like tell you because I don't want to waste your time. So when you play jungle, the game actually starts in champ selection, right? Like you see the champ selections, and it's very important for you to understand the team's matchups, right? You have an action Darius top. Action doesn't have ghost. Darius has ghost, meaning at some point he could just run him down. That Jarvan Kha'Zix playing Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest is a usually later game rune, not Electrocute, which is earlier. Mel Vel'Koz, honestly annoying matchup. I think it's kind of a skill matchup, but yeah. Senna Galio, which is very interesting matchup. Honestly, I think they are a bit weaker early on. Maybe because Galio has Ignite and Phase Rush, maybe they can do more. But I think it's really like Jhin is running Dark Harvest as well, so that's kind of in my opinion. But yeah, so overall, let's say gank pressure you have on bot lane. Bot laners, both of them have CC. Action doesn't have CC, and Darius has Ghost and mobility. I don't think you can gank him. So always you should think about two things when the champ selection ends and the loading screen starts. You should look at your teammates and analyze what I just shown to you, like laners. Let's see, Action Darius, Vel'Koz Mel, Senna, Galio, and Jin Karma. Who should I path to? Who is my win condition? Who can carry team fights later on in the game? And who, in general, we have a better chance of killing. If I go bot, can we kill? Most likely, yeah, because Jin doesn't have escapes. Other than Karma's movement speed and his flash, he doesn't have escapes. Darius, on the other hand, has ghost, has flash, and heck, he can even 1v2 you, like, if the situation is correct. So, honestly, I would just path to bot. Another thing you should consider always, which is the second part of it, enemy jungler. If you're playing an early game jungler or a late game jungler, could you be invaded? If you can be invaded, like if you get invaded, can you win the 1v1? Or are you reliant on your laners? Will your laners rotate? Are they early game or are they late game? It's very important because let's say I'm playing Evelyn, right? Let's say for instance, which is a very bad early game champion. Enemy team, they have a Lee Sin or an Elise or a Nidalee. They might invade me. Now let's say I have a Kassadin mid and a Kayle top. They will 100% invade me. It's not even like you understand. It's very important that you always look at the way at your laners in terms of can they rotate if something happens, and you should always look at your champion and the enemy jungler's champion and see and think of the odds of you actually getting invaded. Now, honestly, I don't think that Senna Galio can shove the wave quickly into... Like, I'm gonna give you some advanced stuff here, okay? Kha'Zix is very good against isolated targets. And as Jarvan, you want to path bot, right? Because we talked about it. You want to path to your Galio Senna. But Karma Jin, they should have an easier time shoving the wave onto Galio Senna and keep the wave over here. And you're already starting in here. And it makes sense that Kha'Zix might try to get in your jungle. So if you start over here, I think it's kind of pointless from you to stand over here. Instead, you should stay over here, wait till 33 seconds before the buff spawns, 33, start the recall, which takes 8 seconds, and in the last second, you should put a ward over here. That way, you can start and of course, when you recall, you grab Oracle Lens for early ganks, and you go to your red side. That way, you have peace of mind, you know? You know your blue side is safe, even if they get shoved in. Your blue side is safe. If he does show up early on, after let's say he does the red and hovers to your blue, you can just mirror and go to his vertical and do his blue, and you just at peace of mind. Now you play Jarvan, you didn't put the ward, we don't know what's going to happen, and you're not running Oracle Lens, which is really bad for early ganks. So that's something very important that you should consider. I think that it's always good. I even do it on Evelyn. So on Jarvan, it's 20 times more important. Always make sure to ward somewhere in the map, whether it's your opposite buff, his buff, the river, somewhere. Make sure to give vision and recall and get Oracle Lens. The Oracle Lens comes faster. Heck, maybe you can cheese an early gank. It's very important. It doesn't cost you anything, and you just benefit from it. Anyways, let's resume. So you start over here. Okay. Another advice that I'm going to give you, I don't usually start buff. I think that starting buff is not that good. Most champions nowadays... what did you say?
I usually start with the Raptors. It's just Jarvan who I start with the red buff. I feel like he's very weak with his E against the Raptors, and I lose too many HP. But
Okay.
What's your opinion
I'll tell
about
you.
it?
I'll tell you. First of all, I think that starting red is viable. But personally, what I would do is I would just stand over here. I would auto-attack the big minion to get the passive. Then they all gather, and I just put the flag on top of everyone to make them lose a bit of HP. Then I just kite out by using my passive on all the small ones. In the meanwhile, the big one, the cooldown is over for his passive. Then I auto-attack again, and that way you minimize your HP loss. Another trick that I can show you is that let's say you farmed not that well the Raptors and you're kind of low HP. What you can do is you can just Raptors into red into Krugs, which is not optimal because usually we do a small camp into small camp and then the buff for better reset timers so they spawn together. But you can do that and then instantly recall because you will be all the way over here, and then it would make no sense for you to walk all the way over here when you're already low HP. So you can have like a cheese recall. You're already level 3 on Jarvan, then you have the EQ to get faster, and you can get a longsword, which is very good at the start, especially for Jarvan, because you want to play in the early game, like early mid. So that's like another optimal start to the game. It's not something that I would recommend doing all the time, but just keep in mind that it's a solid option. So, okay, you started the red buff. Let's see. Let's remove the Fog of War, by the way. But we do know, like, because we used it, that Kha'Zix... You saw, like, by the way, Kha'Zix did exactly what I just told you. Like, he literally put a ward over here, and he started over here.
Okay.
The reason why he started over here is the same. He probably thinks, me and Darius, we don't have CC, we can't kill the action. He has invisibility, he has the hook. Maybe I can play on bot. And besides, Kha'Zix deals a lot more damage to isolated targets, so he will do blue side a lot faster.
Yeah.
And another angle that he might be thinking from, I don't know, I'm not in his head, but I would personally think that Jarvan, I would think from Jarvan's perspective. Jarvan wants to go bot lane, right? He will probably start red because Jarvan works on auto attacks and it really helps him out a lot. So if I start red, I might get fucked. He might vertical me, and then there's nothing I can do, like as Kha'Zix. So he decides to start that. Nice. Nice, took the EQ. You see, but like nonetheless, you're kind of low HP anyways. Like I want you to notice that. So I just want to see how you did the camps, like over here. Okay, so very very important. It's like it's a minor thing, but like very important. You did it now, but you didn't do it earlier. Make sure to always put the flag on the enemies because it deals damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall pretty good kite. Personally, what I do with Jarvan to save more time is I just start to walk, and because of that angle, they line up, so you have a free queue. It just saves like more seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true.
Now, try to kite out the camp more, because as you can see, you're not really kiting that much, and you're kind of standing still, so they just lower you to low HP. And another important tip that I will give you on clearing is, check this out. You W here a lot faster than what you should. What you want to do, in order to actually like W properly, I want you to look. You EQ, right? Then the wolves are going to get airborne. They're going to get stunned. They can't auto-attack you. What you do is you W way too early, like they're stunned. And then by the time they auto-attack you, like you're not using the shield to its full extent. The shield's already gone. Like maybe here it was a bit decent, but just in general, make sure to time it with their auto-attacks. Like you see, like they have the animation of the bite, and then you W.
Yeah.
So that's like very important. Yeah, okay. Over here, nice. You don't do the blue. That's very good. That's very, very good. Yeah, like I told you, the bot lane, obviously they're gonna get shoved because it's Karma Jhin. They can't do anything. Now over here...
I was already trying to ping them that I'm looking for a gank.
Oh yeah, but you didn't do the blue buff.
I think.
Okay, so over here, that's, in my opinion, that's a very bad gank. I'll explain why. Your bot laners are level 2. Jhin is already level 3. Karma is going to get level 3 any second now. I'm pretty sure after the count she gets level 3. I'm pretty sure. And the most important thing, you don't know where Kha'Zix is at. Now, just like I told you that Kha'Zix should get into your head, you should get into Kha'Zix's head. Kha'Zix starts better on blue side, check. Kha'Zix doesn't want to gank top side because none of them have CC against action, check. Kha'Zix maybe wants to counter gank me on bot lane, check. You have 3 out of 3 checks. Watch out. Because in the meanwhile, let's see Kha'Zix's situation. Kha'Zix, not only is he going to counter gank you, but Kha'Zix full cleared. So not only does he counter gank you, I don't know what will happen here, by the way, I don't know. But Kha'Zix counter ganks you, I'm pretty sure. And he full clears, so he has a full camp above you. So that's very important, and it's Krugs. Like on your side, it's blue buff. It's very important. Because now, let's say you die and Kha'Zix is here, Kha'Zix takes your blue buff. Because Kha'Zix does a lot more damage to isolated target, and that's an isolated target. It's not Raptors, for instance, that will take him longer. It's blue buff. He Qs it 4 times, smites, it's over. So you don't want to give him that opening.
Should I
Okay.
always go for the full clear? Like always prioritize
Not always,
full clear?
not always. But I think it's very like important that you do like the pros and cons. Because like over here, this is not like a free yank. Let's say right now, if in this moment you see Kha'Zix ganking top, it's a free yank. Because you know that you've cleared your red side, there's nothing that he can punish you with top side. Because the maximum thing he can do is just take Scuttler. And you take the bot Scuttler, so you're even. But if you don't know where Kha'Zix is at, and there is a slight chance that you lose more than what you receive, I wouldn't go for the play. Because it makes no sense to like play for them. Like these are not your friends, right? Your primate is the action. So they are randoms. And you're playing in sort of low elo, yeah? So you don't know their like skills. You don't know what they're about to do, if they're about to hit the abilities. Just like we've seen, we're gonna get to it, that Gallo missed everything. And it just puts you in a very awkward position because you waste time. But let's see. I really want to see how this plays out. Absolutely crazy. Okay, nice EQ. Nice. Okay, over here you need to just get out.
Yeah, I should have turned back faster, I think.
Yeah. Over here you should just... Okay, I'm gonna say it before like anything happens. You should just go back and do your blue. Like that's what you should do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and here I had that problem with the Kazakhs, I remember.
Yeah, that's a bit like... Okay, over here, like... we call it, like in higher elo, we call it like ego. That's what we call it. Like we call it ego. I'll explain why ego. You're low HP to the point Kha'Zix says Dark Harvest on you, I'm pretty sure. If you Q auto attack you, you die. Vel'Koz is coming, he has enough mana for abilities. Your Mel has 0 mana, like 50 mana, it's not enough for her ability. She can't do anything. Like she literally can't join like the fight. Over here, that's just egoing. Now, Senna, not only did Senna, like, this play is really not good. Why? Because it forced your bot laners to go and give the enemies a freeze as well. Like, check this out. We're gonna ignore what happens in the river. I just want to show you what happens to the wave. The wave right now is in a very awkward position because these minions will die. These minions will not die just yet. And then these minions will die. And basically, Jhin, even though you killed him, you put him behind. He has the same CS as Senna, and he's about to have a lot more. So think about it, lane-wise, you didn't help your laners that much. Like, you took the kill, and you prepped the wave, like not you, but like the wave was prepped for Jhin in a matter that really puts Jhin ahead. Let's go back here and see what happens in the river. Yeah, you see, like, okay, so you're bringing help. Now, Gallo is pinging you to go back. Now, over here, he already took the Scuttler, and he just flashes on you. Over here, you shouldn't have went back in, but it's okay. Somehow it worked. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was insane.
I'm kind of shocked that it actually works, but let's see.
I was also very surprised.
Senna actually smurfed it. Senna absolutely smurfed it. Okay, over here you just recall. Like, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, over here you just recall. Nothing you can do. You have... Let's see how much gold you have. Yeah, you're carrying 1300 gold. That's a lot. Yeah, just recall. Nothing you can do. Now, if I were you, instantly ask my bot laners, yo, one of you, ward my blue. But I wouldn't go to my blue. I wouldn't go to my blue, but I would ask them to ward it. Why would I not go to my blue?
Asking. I remember asking them and even pinging the Senna to ward it,
Oh,
but they
okay.
just ignored it.
Oh, it happens. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying in advance, so you see, like, what my true opinion is. I don't want, like, to act based on what I'm watching in the replay. I'm just telling you my opinion before it happens in game, right? So personally, what I would do, I would ask my bottomers to ward the blue buff, and I would instantly path Krugs. Why do I path Krugs? Because how do I put objective timers? Objective timers, nice. Where is it? Where do I see it? Is my minimap too big? Oh yeah, my minimap's actually too big. It's crazy. Okay, that's disgusting. Wow, I'm not used to this small minimap. Anyways, Drake spawns in 27 seconds, right? Next objective other than that is... Where are the Void Grabs? 3:27. So, basically, Jarvan Kha'Zix, okay? It's very important that you know your champion's limits and the enemy jungler's limits. What does that mean? It means that Kha'Zix, for instance, if he evolves, you know how Kha'Zix works, right? Passives, abilities, everything, right? What did you say? I didn't hear you. Okay, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so let's say Kha'Zix evolves Q is he can pretty much do the Drake very fast on his own, level 6. But you're not in level 6 yet. So personally, what I would do is ask them to ward my blue buff, and it's only a blue buff at the end of the day. Okay, over here, like up until now, everything you did bot worked out fine. I'm not saying it was like bad plays, but I can tell you for a fact that let's say you've had how do you say in English, dumb luck. Like somehow it worked. I don't know. Like in my opinion, in high reload this wouldn't have worked, but it worked. I'm not saying it's a good it's a good play in terms of you should copy it, but it worked. What I would do here is instantly path to my Krugs. You can see that Raptors haven't even spawned yet. So path to Krugs. In the meanwhile, Raptors spawn. You do them. In the meanwhile, Wolf spawn. And because you've done it properly, you've done the Gromp first. So Gromp will spawn. You have a free clear. You're already level 4. That easily puts you at level like 5.5. Maybe with blue buff, you even get level 6. I don't know. I'm assuming not, but okay, whatever. So let's see what you do. Okay, so you path instantly to your bot side, which I wouldn't agree with, and I want you to understand why. Right now, right, your action pushes top, right? Is your pre-made. That puts him in a very awkward position that he can get ganked, right? He can get ganked. I'm just saying it like as a thing. He can get ganked. Over here, you do the blue buff. Wolves are just spawning. They're in the process, and the Gromp hasn't even spawned yet. Now, your bot lane, well, isn't really much they can do. Like wave is kind of shoving towards them, and just like we've said earlier, the Galio Senna are most likely to get their wave shoved in the turret versus the Jhin Karma. Like it's assumable that the Jhin Karma will have more prio than your Senna Galio, right? Now Mel, okay, overall Mel decent. I guess she can shove the wave, though I think Vel'Koz can shove the wave faster than her, and it just puts you in a very problematic situation. Like imagine you go here, right? What could happen? A, you clear and then you look for a play. B, you just go for mid and look for a play. C, you go for bot lane and look for a play. And D, you just force Drake. Mid lane shove, bot lane shove, come Drake, I'm starting. These are your 4 options. I give you option 5. You start Krugs, you go to Raptors. In the meantime, you ask one of them, they didn't want to ward your blue, all good. Take the gamble that he didn't take it, and tell them to ward Drake. Tell Mel or someone to ward Drake, because you can see both of them have wards. Easily they should ward it, but it's up to them. But you tell them and you go Krugs, then you do Raptors, you do Wolves, you do the Gromp, and then you do the blue buff. I don't think Kha'Zix will Drake, especially another thing that you should keep in mind. When you ganked bot earlier, you saw that Kha'Zix was also here. What does that tell you on Kha'Zix?
That he's going to go topside.
Topside to do his camps. That if he's smart, of course. I don't know. But most likely he's going to go topside. Let's check. Was waiting for you. Crazy. Honestly,
Wow.
crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that's like a very bad play for him. From him. I want you to understand. Even if he did that, that's a really bad play for him. Because think about it. Like he recalled. I want us to watch his POV for a second. He went and grabbed boots. Then he just went over to your blue, to your wolves, and sat here. This is such a waste of time on levels I can't even begin to comprehend. Like he's not doing anything here. Like this is just int. This is pure int. Like this is like reportable.
Yeah, it would have been perfect if I go top and clear my whole jungle and just kill him at the end.
So let's see what happens here. Actually, you even take it. That's crazy. Nah, Kha'Zix should be reported, actually. Let's see. Nah, Kha'Zix... like, that's actually bannable. It's even warded. Like, it's actually even warded. He knew it was warded. And he, like, that's completely bannable. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so you go over here. And... okay, now all this time, I do want you to remember... you don't know where Kha'Zix is at. And your red side is up. Meaning, if you look for a play here... and Kha'Zix is a human being and he actually goes top, your top side camps are gone. So this puts you in a very awkward position that in quotas, you have to make this play work to actually be ahead. Now let's see what happens. They actually have no vision, nice. And they collapse on you, let's see. You get out, nice. Kha'Zix cancels his Q, that's crazy. Nice. Nice, Kha'Zix should die. Big. Vel'Koz is here. Mel is kinda AFK. You died.
No, yeah, the Varkos was the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Vel'Koz, yeah, okay. Mel, I don't know what she was doing, not blocking that Q. Galeo? Okay, nice. He gets her out. Okay. Now you should go to your Krugs. I mean, you
Yep.
should have done it earlier, but it's okay. Now, Akshan, wait. In the same time, I want you to understand, to notice the map, right? That's very important. What we've just seen here. So Akshan goes around here, right? You should because he's your pre-made. You should even have more attention to it, especially because you're dead. You should always live the map. By the way, another great tip that I can give you: make sure your map is on the highest, like just like mine. Like the map is the most important thing in League. Like as jungle, there's nothing more important than the map. Now, when you see here, this is very advanced stuff. I'm saying it to you and to the viewers in general. But for me, I can tell by the HP of the camp if it's the first wave, the second wave, because when you clear a camp after 2 minutes and a quarter, they respawn with more HP. And based on the more HP, for me, let's say like with my experience, I can tell you that this is like the second wave of the frog, right? Like the second time. So when you see that, you know, of course, by the way, you can also see it through Tab with his farm. Every camp equals 4 CS. So, okay, he did full clear into Scuttler and he didn't do a single more camp. But even your action shows it to you that he didn't do his camps. And over here, let's see if he even shows you wolves, just to make sure. Yeah, and you actually see the wolves as well. That's crazy. Because now, you know for a fact that it's most likely that the Kazakhs will go topside. Otherwise, he's completely like bannable, reportable. I don't know, like crazy. Okay? So you go over here. Let's skip a bit, right? You do the Krugs. Now, you ping that you want to go top. Why do you want to go top? Action's level 5. Darius is level 6. He has ult. He can 1v2 you. He has a massive wave with a cannon under tower.
I thought because he was trying to proxy, I think. So I thought it's a good idea to stop him. But then we completely failed. I missed my EQ, I think. Oh no, I hit it. But we still die, I think.
Yeah. That's really bad.
Very unlucky.
Like that really puts you in a very bad position. In general, you don't want to gank a Darius when he's level 6 and you and your laner are not. And besides, like, you know what? He wants to proxy. Let him proxy. Action can go invisible and hug the wall. Or he can just use his glider to just, like, glide over him. This is a massive wave for Action to lose. Like, this right here, like, I just want you to understand that this single play right here loses top lane. Like, top lane is over from this play. That's it. Like, the lane, garbage. Like, just end the game. Like, that's it. Action can't play anymore. So let's see what happens next. Okay, Mel is over there. Mel getting shoved. Yeah, Senna getting shoved. Kazakhs can easily punish you and do Drake. Apparently he's not doing Drake. I'm assuming he farmed top to bot. Let's see. Bot to top, I guess. Whatever. It's crazy the decision making in this silo, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's my problem, to be honest. Like sometimes I watch videos and I try to get the mindset, but like here in Emerald or like low diamond, you never know what's gonna happen. Like it's always a gamble, you know. Enemy always surprises.
I completely agree with you. I think that I can tell you that, especially in low elo, it happened to me a lot. That I always like the junglers. They are unpredictable. You know, like it's very hard to like. I can easily predict a good jungler because I know what's the right play. But predicting a bad jungler is a lot harder because heck, like what is the guy even doing? Like it makes no sense for him to do that. And sometimes those plays actually work. Another thing which is very important is that you always kite your camp out. Like you see, that's not really kiting it out. You can kite it a lot more. Like if you do it properly. Let's see over here again. Yeah, again, you're using the W a bit too fast. And you smite because you have two smites. Okay, so in general, let me give you an advice. The camps are somewhat equal in their overall like health and stuff. And like it's sort of balanced. Personally, what I would tell you, like as an advice, never smite raptors or wolves. Why is that? Because these targets are a bit more squishy. Because like the wolf in general, he has like what? 2000 HP? It's all good. Like you're not even wasting that much time. It's all good. But then the Gromp has a lot more. Like only the smite can make a big difference here. Like this it's like a smite difference. Over here, your friend, I don't know if you saw, your friend literally shows you, like he gives you vision on Kazakhs. I want you to notice that. Check this out. You literally see Kha'Zix. The moment you see him over here, like your friend is actually fighting him. No way you go and you start the Gromp. Like, unless it gives you level 6, I need to check. Like, we're gonna wait and see because I can't see your XP bar. But unless you get level 6 from that, there's no way you do it. Like, you either gank bot, you gank mid, or if, let's say, you had Prio, you Drake. You have to do something. Because your laner over here is just fighting him, and he's low HP, and you see the Void Grubs are spawning, and you have vision, you literally see him doing it. And you have to do something around the map. You see, you don't even
that's true.
you don't even get level 6 from that. So now the gank is the same. Whether you've done it before the Gromp or after the Gromp, it's the same. The only thing you did is lose more time. Now this puts you in a very awkward position that this gank really has to work. Now see, now he flashes because you EQ'd way too early. Now, your Mel absolutely smurfed it. I would honestly honor the Mel. The fact she went and killed the Kha'Zix here is gigantic. It's titanic. It's colossal. It's crazy. It's enormous. Because now Kha'Zix is literally off the map. She has Prio mid, and you have Prio bot. No way you don't Drake. Absolutely no way that you don't Drake here. Absolutely no way. Just let him recall. Fuck him. Yeah, you help him shove the wave. That's nice. You have level 6. What are you doing? That was a bad heal. Senna heal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what was that. And they just rather split push. Don't destroy the control ward. It's not your responsibility. Fuck them and the control wards. Now over here, you have a ward, right? Let's see. Oh, you already swapped to Oracle Lens. Nice. So it's control warded. Senna is hinting that she recalls. It's absolutely crazy. And you should ping Mel to come as well. Because if Kha'Zix comes, he outsmites you. Like, another thing that you have to understand as a jungler, you have a responsibility, you have a duty. Every objective that the enemy jungler gets that you didn't even contest, or got something at the very least in return. For instance, if Kha'Zix does the Drake, you need to take his entire blue side. There's no way you don't. Like...
I think that's what's gonna happen. Kha'Zix is gonna come and steals the dragon. Actually, you guessed it.
So like it's
you actually guessed it.
But Kha'Zix will 100% take the Drake from Jarvan, because the only burst you have is either EQ, which deals like 200 damage, or you have the auto attack, the passive, that deals like what, 180. Kha'Zix Q smite deals like 900 at this level, and if he already has upgraded smite, it deals even more. Let's see what happens. Okay, so she wards. Yeah. The moment she wards... By the way, another thing you can do is lure the Drake out. Like, lure it out. If you stand over here, the Drake will be over here, which is a lot harder for this side to actually contest. Because if Kha'Zix jumps in... Heck, if you lure the Drake all the way over here, maybe they don't even see it on the ward.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, the moment you see... Now, check this out. This is very important. The moment you see this ward, it's probably the support. Because you can see, like, oh, he came from bot lane. The moment you see another ward from here, and you see the Vel'Koz over here, it has to be the jungler. It has to be a second entity, like a second player. It has to be.
Yeah, it's true, and the Kha'Zix came.
Yeah, and then you guys die as well.
Exactly.
Unlucky. I think you've waited a bit too much with your ult, but it's okay.
I was pinging Senna. Like, look at the chat. I told her to come after we show the wave.
Yeah, I know. She should have definitely came, and she should have been quicker on the ult for Galio, but because I think with Galio you could have killed if she ulted faster, and that's like. But in general, this puts you in a very awkward position because look, your top is hard losing, and your bot is like, okay, in general. 10 minutes, right? After 10 minutes in the game, you can have like a blurred, but still an image of what's going to unfold in the game. Kha'Zix is not going to be the hard win con. Vel'Koz could be the win con. Bot lane's doing pretty damn well. And Darius is just an abomination, a godforsaken abomination at this point. Like 4-0 with the boots. He can do whatever he wants on the map. 2 levels diff. Like top, you shouldn't even come close. Like that's nothing you can do. But the moment he steals the Drake here, this puts you in a very awkward position that you've invested all of your resources into the bot lane and nothing really came out of it. Your AD carry is still 0-1-4. The support took all the kills and you're 1-3. And Kha'Zix has 15 more CS of advantage. That's like 4 camps advantage. And he got the Drake. This puts you in a very, very awkward position, which honestly, in my opinion, we can watch like 2 to 3 more minutes, but then it's pointless to continue watching because the game has already been decided at this point. You understand?
Yeah, exactly. I felt it.
So
It was a bad play.
So yeah, no, it's all good. But wait, why doesn't my okay? Oh, because of the objective timers. Nice. Okay. So over here, for some reason, Darius goes for the dive on action. I want to see how he played it. There's no way he just fucks up the dive on action. Oh, he started with the E. And action. Okay, that was really good by action actually. The flash onto his Q, that was really good. That was insane. And the Jin killed Senna. I don't know. I want to see how. Actually got fucked. Now he ults. Yeah, funnels. Nice dodge. Slow, nothing he can do. Wait, when did he flash though?
I have no idea.
No reason for him to flash here. He should have saved the flash for ult. Yeah, okay. That's crazy. But yeah. Over here, you go to the top side. You farm. Let's speed it up. Nice. You farm again. You're sending AFK. I don't know why.
I think a phone call.
Okay. Now over here, again, like that's the same mistake you did earlier, and you have to understand this is like a horrible mistake. You did your red side, and then you gank the same side. Let's say you die here. Kha'Zix can just look like, okay, let's say you die here you don't even like need to die. If Kha'Zix has map awareness and he sees you gank Darius, he sees you have no buffs up, he can just walk up to your blue and take everything. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's like this camp and this camp and this camp combined is around 300 gold. That's like a kill. So if you go in here, and even if it works and you get the 300 gold, Kha'Zix can just go over here and take that 300 gold back from the team. And like I think I want you to understand, like, which is like the essence of League of Legends. At the end of the day, League is not about kills. It's not about deaths. It's not about anything. It's about gold. It's about gold and objectives. That's how you win League of Legends. If you have a gold lead and you have objectives, you win the game. Period. I don't care about anything that anyone else says. Gold and objectives. And as a team, as a 5, your gold right now is 17k and a half, and their gold is 2.8. Let's say you get the kill here. He can just like take that back. I want to see how you guys play that out. Okay,
I think really bad.
He missed the E. You missed the EQ. You should have waited.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just die. Because you didn't wait for your ult. Your ult is still not up. Only now it's up. So, that puts you in a very awkward position. Let's see what Kha'Zix is doing. You see, that's crazy. Like, for me, that's criminal. The fact that he does that.
Yeah, that was a troll.
Not just. I'm not saying it from you. Like, I'm saying from Kha'Zix's angle as well. He prefers to go for this dive, which is like just putting it in a risky position instead of like, just I don't know. Like the moment you show up in here, Kha'Zix should just go to your blue side like instantly. I would not even path top. My Darius is 3 levels up on the Jarvan, 1 level up on the action. The moment I see over here, I'll be honest with you. The moment I see over here that you ganked and you missed the EQ, the moment I see this, I don't path top. I instantly run to the blue, run to your blue, run to your blue, run to your blue. Like I run to it, I sprint to it. So yeah, you die over here. Bot laners are like they swapped, and Mel is playing bot over there. Mel didn't get the kill with the ult. Let's see what happens with your friend. You see, now Kha'Zix is just wasting time for no reason. Like Kha'Zix is just not doing anything here. That's crazy. And then you go top again. You guys finally get the kill. And you die again. Like, you have to understand that at this point, this puts you in a very awkward position in terms of, like, don't get this the wrong way, but, like, how do I say it? Like, what are you doing on the map? You spawned, you went top, you died. You spawned, you went top again. Yeah, you got a kill, but you died. This doesn't put you ahead. if you want to, like, in general, to climb in solo queue. By the way, everything I say here, it really like revolves around solo queuing. The general tips I'm telling you about jungle, it can also fit into flex, but like, or like 5v5s or whatever. But most of the tips and attitude I'm teaching here is more solo queue, because in solo queue you have to think, I'm 1v9, my teammates are non-existent, they're not real, they are not even there, they're invisible, it's just me. And when you go over there, like over here, you die, you go back again, you get a kill and you die. This just puts you in a very awkward position that you're not getting stronger. You're sitting on 53 CS. Enemy jungler, Kha'Zix, has 81. And he also wins you objective-wise. He had the Void Grabs, he had the Drake. So that really puts you in a very awkward position. Besides, I wouldn't even play on the action, honestly. Because at the end of the day, you really have to think about it as in, who is going to carry my game? Action will not be able to carry against their comp, in my opinion. Maybe he will, but not alone. Like, you have to play around Mel as well. You can see that your Mel is fed. Your Galio is getting pretty fed, and he's going damage. So play around them. I didn't see you gank Mel once. Like, you have to press tab and see how your teammates are doing. Your action is 65 CS. Mel is 103.
Yeah, I should have done that. I really ignored mid lane. I don't know why.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, now over here, honestly, what I would do personally, I want to show you objective timers. Okay, we know the Drake spawns in 152, and the Herald spawns in 230. I wouldn't go blue buff here, actually. I know what went through your head. I know what went through your head is, God, I haven't been to my blue buff for a long time, and I've only been topside. Because you've already done that mistake and went topside 3 times, it makes it so your buffs are already spawning here. Even though you didn't do your blue buff in a century, it's still better to go topside. Why? Because the nearest closest objective that will spawn is the Drake. And you want to be clearing all of your camps into a recall, and then you can go bot. And then you can go like, you can go bot side. That way, of course, like, you don't necessarily have to recall, like, it depends on how much gold you have and what items can you get at spawn with that gold. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure 2 things. 1, I'm going to be where the objective spawns, and when it spawns, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have high tempo. And B, it's actually three things. And B, I want to be able to not leave any camps behind. So that way, if I die on the objective, Kha'Zix can't punish me and take my gold. And C, you want to make sure that you use all your gold before an objective fight. That way, you're always playing your strongest deck. Like, even if you have 10k gold on you and not converted into items, it's meaningless. It doesn't mean shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't give you items. It doesn't give you stats. Like, so yeah, over here.
Yeah, I need to.
What happened?
I need to change the mindset a bit.
It's all good. Over here, by the way, I see you do blue and you don't do Gromp. Nice, okay.
Yeah, this was a mistake, yeah.
All good, all good. Okay, now you see Kha'Zix, right? Yeah, you see Kha'Zix. He's probably pathing top. If you see him on the Raptors, then he's probably pathing top. What you want to do here is do the red into Krugs and recall and go to Drake, because your bot laners have power, because now you have the Melin bot. I'm drinking water, 1 second.
I don't know what I did here.
That's a lot of time wasted, especially when the objective spawns. Like, look, this puts you in a such awkward position. Like that tour you did, you could have easily done Krugs. Krugs, let's see on how much gold you're sitting. At least like maybe 1k. Yeah, precisely. Look, I actually hit it. 1k after you do the grubs. The Krugs, you get like 1.1. And honestly, you can like get your boots and you can get like, I don't know, 2 long swords, which is big. And then get towards Drake. In the meanwhile, let's see what Kha'Zix does. Now over here, he paths bot. You see him and Vel'Koz setting up vision, doing everything, preparing for Drake. Your bot laner is about to get fucked. Like, so it's obvious like that to right. And you are only now starting Krugs. like Jarvan is a very tempo jungler. You need to have tempo. Are you familiar with the term tempo?
Yeah. Like to quicken the flow of the game.
To just be there. Like check this out, okay? Right now, a big fight's about to go down, which will secure them an objective. Your Gallo, for some reason, I don't know why he went back in, but that's crazy. Now over here, nothing like. But this is like a game deciding play. The only one which were fed in your team were the Mel and the Gallo. And both of them just got fucked. I think Gallo dies here as well. Let's see. Yeah. So like, both of your fed players just got fucked. And now enemy jungler is about to do objective as well. That's the third objective. And they also like already have the turret, so they have the feats of strength, I'm pretty sure. How do I check?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how do I check actually. Let's see. Does it show in here? I'm pretty sure they have feats of strength, like there's no way they don't. So yeah. And that puts you in a very awkward position. Now over here, think about it like that. Over here, after you've done your Krugs, you have nothing to do in the map. You don't have bot camps. You don't have top camps. You don't have his camps, and we know that because of like the fact that it's. We've watched the replay of the game now, so we've seen him do it. But let's say we didn't, you can still know that you don't have his camps. Why? Because you have blue buff, right? For a fact, you know that you cleared your own blue buff. But if you look bot, you can see that Kha'Zix also has blue buff. That means that he took his blue buff. And if he took his blue buff, did he not take all of the other camps, especially when he's 30 CS above you? He clearly did.
Yeah.
So you have nothing to do in the map right now because of the tour you did and the fact that you didn't do Krugs and insta recall, or not even do Krugs. Honestly, just like do Raptors and then be present, or even better, like I've told you. You see, I've said it without knowing what's going to unfold. You should have gone top, path to bot, and then you could have been present in the fight. And maybe then you could have changed the tide of the entire game. Maybe I don't know, because these were your strongest champions. So yeah.
Yep.
Now over here, you don't have nothing to do. Honestly, what I would do is if they start Drake, I would just take the Rift. Like that's the only thing you can do. No, they've already finished the Drake. Action is kind of trolling here that it doesn't help you. Or actually, yeah, the moment you see them over here, you just leave it. Like you just leave it. The fact that you continue to do it is yeah, like you just leash it to them. Now there's nothing you can do. You can't contest it. You contest it, you die. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Let's see how it plays out. Do you go in? No.
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah. Senna over here, nice. Galio, I don't know what he's doing. Big. Actually big. Wait, I want to see the fight again. Overall, decent engage, nice. Oi, oi, oi. Nah, Action trolled it. Action actually trolled it. Wait, I want to see again. Like, check. Look at Action. Focus only on Action.
Okay.
This was really good. Really good. And then he goes for the ult for some reason instead of just flash auto. Like, he has flash. Just flash, auto, get the reset for the E, and just E out. And then maybe you can, like, he can help you from afar with the ult on Darius. But now he dies. You see, and yeah, like it was extremely killable. But now Kha'Zix is alive, and Mel is going to die.
Yeah, we should have won this fight.
Yeah, you guys should have won that fight. But you also did a mistake here. I'm going to write it down for me to like talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, over here, I think you already understand that the game's mostly been decided. Like, over here, it's after this fight,
Yeah,
they are nearing
it's
10k lead. They have 2 objectives. It's still comebackable, but this just puts you in a very, very, very awkward position. Like, look, Karma is clearing out vision in your jungle already. Kha'Zix is over here, and he still doesn't invade your jungle. That's crazy. Like, the Kha'Zix is really bad. Like, I'm not saying it to flame. Like, I don't want it to sound toxic, but like the Kha'Zix is making a bunch of mistakes that are easily punishable. The fact that he's so much ahead of you and he doesn't even join, like, goes into your jungle when you don't even have, like, I think it's a glitch. You don't have mid turret. No, you don't have mid turret. So I think that's
Yeah,
a.
yeah.
And then your mid turret's destroyed. Otherwise, it would have been like it would have had a health bar. Mel missed the ability. Happens. But yeah, like it's mostly over. Like there's nothing to there's no reason to continue watching. So to summarize the replay, we're going to talk about other things after that. But like to summarize the replay itself, first, like a few things. If you want, you can write that down or like tell me. I will talk slowly. I want you to understand. If you play for a duo, it doesn't necessarily mean you play around them. That's very important. B, always make sure that you're not easily punishable, that you don't put yourself in a position where you're easily punishable if a certain play doesn't work. Because when you go from base all the way over here, you do Krugs, and then you go top to gank a fed Darius when your whole blue side is up. If you do that in higher elo, if Darius kills you, you get fucked, and Kha'Zix just takes your blue side. So you lose and you lose. That's a lose-lose situation. And even if you win the Darius, it's still a win-lose situation because you win here and you lose here. But let's say if it's control warded, or Kha'Zix is dead, or let's say you path top and then you clear, it's a win-win situation. You just win. Kha'Zix can't punish you. If there's no objective up and you full cleared into your top side and then you gank, even if you die, what can Kha'Zix do? You don't have any camps up. There's no objective up. Nothing. You can't be punished. You understand?
Yeah, that's true.
It's very important. Now, another thing which is very important, and I'm going to talk about it in terms of champions that you play, Echo and Jarvan. Personally, I would tell you to just play Echo. I think that Echo is a lot better, especially in the current meta. He's extremely broken. Sometimes I even ban Echo myself right now. But if you decide to play Jarvan is a bit more of a team play. And in your elo, I wouldn't play for the team. I would play for myself if I were you. But it's each to their own, whatever you decide. But I do want you to understand that what was I about to say? That it's very important if you play Jarvan, for instance. Jarvan is a very high tempo champion. It's a champion that is everywhere. He goes bot, then he's top, then he's mid, then he does the Drake, and before you know it, 15 minutes in, everyone's fed on his team. It's a very easy champion. It's not Echo. Echo is very situational. The early doesn't work out. All good boys, let's scale, let's farm. Later on, I can get a massive ult and they're all dead. Jarvan is not like that. And that's very important. And another thing that I want you to understand, I'm going to show you afterwards in practice tool. There are many things that you do mechanically not good with J4. And I will explain to you after that when we get into practice tool. I will show it. Let's see your runes, by the way. I want to see your runes. Yeah, overall, that's what I would pick as well. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's great. Itemization. So you're about to buy Eclipse. I want to see in the end. You bought Sundered Sky. Honestly, I don't think I would have gone Sundered Sky. I tell you what I would have gone. Vel'Koz is the only AP on their team. And then they have Jhin, Darius, and Kha'Zix. Honestly, you're so behind that I would just go Frozen Heart. If you're this far behind, just go Frozen Heart because it has an impact that will affect your teammates as well. Sundered Sky doesn't do anything for your team. It only does to you. More damage, yeah, lifesteal, whatever. You are irrelevant to this game. The only thing you're good for is your EQ and your ult, with Disco. So honestly, just go Frozen Heart. So the only real threat is Vel'Koz. Like, real Frozen Heart makes it so much harder for Darius to get 5 stacks if he misses the ability, because then he just has to auto, and it lowers his attack speed. With Jhin, it's even more, because, like, Jhin is not Twitch, it's fucking Jhin. Like, Frozen Heart just makes it so long for him to auto. It's crazy. It also affects his damage. If I'm not mistaken, Jhin, how he works, like, attack speed gives you, like, damage, right? Or am I wrong?
I think he scales with the.
I think the damage or the crit damage scales with attack speed. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'll check that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'll check it afterwards and I will give you an answer, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I think that Frozen Heart is just really good. And yeah, like over here, the game's over. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, that was that. Let's go over some general things, and I'm going to go to practice tool real quick to show you Jarvan. Do I have Jarvan on this account? Jarvan, yeah, I do. Nice. So we've talked about everything in terms of like the game, tempo, macro, decision making. I really want you to understand like that you have to live the map. Like you have to see what's going on. How can I punish? How can I take? You see Kha'Zix stop. Okay, let's invade his bot side if the camps are up. You see Kha'Zix bot. Let's invade his top side if the camps are up. Like it's very important that you like live the map and you make decisions not only based on. Well, excuse me. Like you have to make decisions that are not based only upon wait, why does it not start the game? Like you have to make decisions that are not based only upon like what you think will happen or what I don't know your teammates ping you to do. Like your mid laner spams you to like come gank me. That's irrelevant if he does that. Like you have to think, will the gank actually work out? What are the odds of the enemy jungler coming to counter gank? If the enemy jungler comes to counter gank, will we still come on top? That's very important. I'm going to show you on stream. Yeah. Let's I don't know start like that. I don't know whatever. Okay, so a very important thing on Jarvan, which I wouldn't tell you like to always do, but it's good to know. EQ Flash. Are you familiar with EQ Flash?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the whole point of Jarvan is that you do that, right? I don't know if I will get it first try. Okay, I'm kind of washed on Jarvan, but so long as you get my point. And of course, you have to like master it and make sure you do it consistently well before you actually do it in ranked. But yeah. So the whole point of Jarvan is to knock up, right? Like that. Right? And if you do it like that with gap close, it's still extremely predictable. Right?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Yeah. But what if you do like that? You understand?
Yeah, I need to practice.
Like that's
wow.
That's crazy. Like he doesn't even expect it. Like there's nothing you can do. Like zero counterplay.
Yeah, I really need to practice this. I never even seen it before, to be honest. I didn't watch any German videos, and
look,
in Emerald,
it even works on several players. Like, look, crazy.
Yeah, that can be a huge change.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing that I want to tell you, I've seen you do it several times in the game, especially with the Karma Darius on top. Try to, not always, it depends on the situation, but remember that you can always not EQR, but REQ, because that way you put them in the cage, you also airborne them, but you get yourself out, which is very important. Just like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
In my opinion, that's the better combo. Because when you do that, okay, now I'm stuck with you guys. You're just gonna like fuck me, like unless I just do that, and then I burn my flesh.
Yeah, I remember I did this. Like
I know.
ulted them, then I flashed.
Yeah. I saw it and it really like it bugged me. So I said like I have to tell you about it. But like like you have to make sure that you always keep a way out. You know, if you saw my stream, I always say it when I play Evelyn especially. Always have an out. Always have an out. Like you always have to have an out. If you don't have an out, it's problematic. Like you just put yourself in a very awkward position. You go like that. My flash is on cooldown. Just kill me. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so work on that and work on the combo. That's very good. And yeah, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I will do that. Thank you for showing me this.
Like look, literally all four. Like I don't know if you saw. Like 3. That's
that's crazy.
Crazy. So that's another thing that you should use. And just in general, like, you know, sometimes with Jarvan, it's small micro things. I'm not saying like you should know all of that by heart, but it's also all about logic. Your E gives you attack speed, right? If you put the flag, let's see, I don't know, you path from top to bot. You see that your mid laner is shoving turret. I don't know, just go like that. Take my flag, shove faster or something like that. You know, it's small micro things that really help you, because at the end of the day, you're not playing Evelyn. Like you're playing Jarvan, you want to be present on the map. Evelynn is a champion that you don't really want to be present on the map, not at all times, because sometimes you want to be invisible. With Evelynn, sometimes you want to be like hidden because you don't want the enemies to know where you are. Because if they know where you are, let's say they see me over here on my blue buff because I have a ward over here. If they see me over here, enemy bot laners know. Fuck, like we can just push all the way over here, man, and it's fine because we know where Evelynn's at. But if I'm post level 6 and they don't know where I am, they're always like scared. They're always like, oh wait, I can't go past this line because then Evelynn's gonna like get me. You understand? So it's very important.
Yeah.
But yeah, like about the combo,
Okay.
so just like I told you, I think it's very important that you like do it. But yeah, that's about the Jarvan mechanics. Just the things that I've seen in the replay. So yeah, like in general, we've talked about, like, I'm just reminding of everything. The timers, the camps, each one of them spawns 2 minutes and 15 seconds afterwards. I recommend using Professor or Blitz that will actually show you the cooldowns. That way it will help you make better decisions in terms of pathing. Scuttler is 330. You never want to like fight on Scuttler if you lose the 1v1 to the jungler, and if your laners, let's say you're bot Scuttler, so if you're bot and you're mid, they don't have prio and they will rotate first, you just don't go to Scuttler, you just give it, like you don't fight for it. Always look at prio. You can't start Drake when your mid laner and bot laners are hard shoved. And objective trades, just like you tried to do with the Rift and the Drake, but Rift spawned too late, so you couldn't pull it off. But it's very important that it's very important that you know how to trade objectives. So yeah, I would definitely like recommend that. Snowballing, it's very important to play on your winning lane. Akshan wasn't your winning lane here. He hard lost the 1v1. You came to gank him, and then both of you died. The lane's over. That's weak lane. You don't play around that lane. Unless Akshan somehow manages to get him to like low HP and Akshan is still very full, like pretty full. Maybe you can get a kill, so you just go for it. Or maybe with Galio, the support, like he roams. But one-on-one, I would never.
Okay.
Just play on winning lane, because like your Mel was win condition, and you just completely ignored her. Items. So personally, always try to look like, of course with Jarvan, you have the default build. The default build is like, Eclipse, Cindered Sky, whatever. It's nice and all. But Black Cleaver. But always try to think, how can I be more useful? Just like, when I've met you and we've had that crazy game, I told you, buy Abyssal. Because Abyssal wins us the game. Over here, it's exactly the same. Like, you go Frozen Heart, and Frozen Heart not wins you the game, but like it will help the team carry. Because right now you're 111, except for your EQ and ult, you don't do anything. Like, you don't do damage. So instead of buying Sundered Sky, just make sure to go Frozen Heart. You will take less damage from Darius, Kha'Zix, and Jhin. You might be able to sustain a bit more to have another EQ in the fight. And you reduce your attack speed. And you get a bunch of armor. That's really good. So really try to like itemize yourself better. And in general, what I would tell you to do is to literally just go to practice tool and just literally buy items, see how they affect, look at the stats, look at everything. I can tell you that even as an ex-challenger player and as someone who literally was rank 1 Evelynn in Europe, this patch that came out, I saw that several AP items got changed. I just went to practice tool and I sat on practice tool with Evelynn. I literally sat on practice tool with Evelynn and I tested out items. Same with Shaco. Like, I still do it despite, knowing Evelynn like the back of my hand. I still do it. So it's very important to go and just, that's why practice tool is there. Practice tool is not there to just, I don't know, show combos or whatever. But it's very important. So yeah, that's another thing. What else did I write down? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think it's very important. Like, what I'm going to tell you right now is that it's very, very important to know the champion's skill cap. Like, okay, right now you're playing Jarvan. Jarvan is not that much of a hard champion. But let's say someone, I don't know, let's say you play Lee Sin. Lee Sin is pretty hard, like to actually be consistent with and carry with. He's pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think it's very important that you don't take like extremely hard champions and you try to main them. Because right now, like, okay, when you play a mechanical champion, okay, and that's something that I want everyone to like really pay attention to what I'm saying, because I think this is extremely important. When you play a very mechanical champion, let's say Irelia, let's say Yasuo, let's say Lee Sin, let's say Nidalee, let's say I'm trying to give you like 2 examples on each lane. So let's say in top lane it's probably like Riven, Yasuo, like Irelia. Mid lane is like Yasuo, Katarina, I guess. I don't know. Bot lane maybe Draven.
Aphelios.
Maybe Draven. Aphelios is not really mechanical. Aphelios is more macro. Like Aphelios is not like skill shots, like less. He's more of a. Wait, what? What am I? 1 second. Okay, yeah, like okay. So Aphelios is more of a macro champ. He has more like knowledge to him. But AD carries probably Kalista and Draven. You know, like they have more. Let's see, because they have like a lot of movement. Yeah, probably. Maybe even Zeri for a bit. Yeah, Zeri is a bit like mechanical with the or Ezreal. Ezreal with the Q, like you hit the Q, you win the game. You don't hit the Q, you lose. And support, probably Thresh, probably Bard. Very mechanical. On these champions, because they require so much mechanics on them, they require focus and concentration, which really leads to you being more focused on hitting that skill shot or making the right play or catching the X's or resetting your Q with Irelia or, your E cooldowns on minions with Yasuo. It's very, very important that you focus on that. So sometimes it's very easy to not remember the macro. But when you play a champion like Jarvan, who doesn't really have mechanics, what are your mechanics? EQ, EQ flash, REQ, REQ flash, not really mechanical. It's very important that you really invest into the macro part of the game, that you learn to read the map, that you learn to like study it, that you learn to ping your teammates. If you started, let's say you're playing against a Kayn. Kayn usually starts Raptors, meaning that he will eventually end at the opposite side, at the blue side. So around, let's say you finish, average champion finishes clear at like what, 315, 320. So at 315, 320 against Kayn, you ping that side. Watch out, Kayn probably on top of you. But you also ping the other side because maybe he's there. Like you give them those notifications. You have to remember that laners, especially you being an AD carry main, so you probably understand what I mean. It's very easy for them to get wrapped up in the lane. Mechanics, CS, trades, enemy champion, where's the jungler, where's my jungler, especially on bot lane, what's the support doing, what is like, you have 2 champions you need to focus on, what is my support doing, like everything, like you have to like look at so many things. Sometimes you can easily forget, especially if your champion is extremely mechanical. I mean, where's the enemy jungler? So that's your job. You're fighting AI, like on jungle. It's very important, especially like writing things down. Sometimes, like I said, I will show you once more quickly. I really hope we load in fast. Okay, so like that's very important. And the last thing I'm gonna tell you, which I think is very, very important for you to understand, replay your games more often. Like you can literally take a friend or two, not silvers, like not just anyone, but like friends that are similar to your elo, and just tell them, let's analyze a replay. One replay of me, one replay of yours, and let's analyze together. It's good to analyze with another person. It's not that good to analyze alone. It's decent. I can tell you that from a certain level, I started to analyze alone, like my plays. But I think that only in a certain level. Let's say if you're like Grandmaster, then yeah, you can analyze your own plays because they're good. So like, it's you have a point behind replaying them. But if you're, let's say, Emerald, I wouldn't replay by myself because you probably won't know where you're wrong to begin with. You understand? So I wouldn't recommend that. What I want you to understand over here, that's why I got into a game. It's very important to write things down. Let's say you invaded your enemy top lane Krugs. You invaded the Krugs and you've just finished doing them at like 0020. So that's like 2 minutes and 50 seconds later. So you write 2:35 Krugs. And that's like, now you have a timer in chat, like where, of course, if you use Blitz or Professor, it's useless because you can literally have it. But like you have to understand, right? Like that's extremely useful. In my opinion, that's the best usage for chat, not flaming and being toxic like most people do. But like actually writing down cooldowns. Or like, let's say Rakan flashed. Not Rakan, let's say Yasuo flashed, right? He doesn't have inspiration in his runes like we do. So obviously he can't have this rune, right? So, it's 5 minutes. So Yasuo flashed. Okay, 1 minute. So Yas F600. You're fighting AI on jungle. So it's very important for you to give that info. Now you see that you're getting close to the 6 minute. Let's say right now it's like 5:30. Care Yasuo F up 6 minutes. Like, to give those notifications to your teammates, it makes such an impact. I'll be honest with you, I don't do it always. It's not something that I always do, and I'm telling you like, wow, I'm always doing it. I'm just saying that's the correct way to play League if you really want to climb as a jungler. But like, yeah, like
Yeah.
you do that, and like I said, you replay with a friend or two that are also like striving to improve in League, and I think you will have no issue in climbing. Like, honestly, I can see that you have like the will to climb. Like, I can see that you want you strive to get better, and I can really appreciate it. I think like you really like you have it in you, but you really have to implement those tips and tricks and everything I've said and taught in this session, and just like, let's see like how long it takes. Like, you spam games now, and let's see like week or two to see how it impacted your games. But the most important thing is to stay consistent, like to not give in to toxicity, and like type in chat and just play, like always use your macro, your head to make those plays. And I honestly think you shouldn't have an issue climbing. Like, I can really see you like getting at least D2, D3, D1. I think you can easily do it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I think I have this problem with processing the information around the map and in the game, which you also mentioned. Like, I have to look out for the whole map, and also I need to stop playing AD carry if I want to stick to jungle, I think.
Definitely.
And thank you very much for everything.
I didn't even say that, but like, definitely, like, you don't want to play AD carry. Like, if you want to play jungle, just play jungle. Don't play one game AD carry, one game jungle. Just play completely jungle. Put jungle mid. You get autofilled mid. Either dodge or like tell them, guys, I'm autofilled mid. I need to play jungle. Or I don't know, like, learn one mid champion so you can at least play them decently. Like, I don't know, some safe pick, Ani or something, in case you get autofilled.
Okay.
But
Okay, that sounds good.
yeah, that's it. I wish you the best of luck, my guy.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it.
Sure thing, man.
See you later.
See you later, my guy.
Take care.
Take care. Yeah, okay, so that was it. Honestly, I had a blast coaching, and I genuinely feel like he could actually like really climb and get his goals. I always work with something like that. And how do I? Nice. Okay. I always work with something like that. I look at it and I write to myself the things I want to say. It's very, very important. So yeah, like the topics. And yeah, that's it. Yep. Hope you guys had fun watching, especially the coaching session and the solo queue that we've had earlier today. And that's it. Hope you guys have a great evening, and I will post later on today on my Discord channel the stream schedule for the upcoming week, and I will catch you all on tomorrow's stream. Stay safe, take care, and be awesome, guys. Peace.